Well, great day, subscribers. Hope you guys are having a great day out there as always. Oh my goodness, Tesla stock is going beast mode after hours. I want to get into exactly why the stock is up huge after hours, all right? And let's address the elephant in the room. What is with the hat? I took it from a Tesla short seller's mom, okay? Let's start getting into this, guys. So Tesla stock after hours is up about 7.5%, okay? Up nearly $17 per share after hours. So just making a big move after hours. Now, keep in mind, the past month has treated Tesla stock very well, okay? If you go back a month ago today, the stock was, $179, $180 a share. And as of after hours trading, is trading over $240 a share. So that's essentially a $60 per share difference in a matter of a month, okay? So needless to say, like, things have turned very positive in relation to Tesla. Now, as you guys know, I've been buying a lot of Tesla shares recently. Some people are saying I'm a genius for doing that. Some people are saying I was an idiot for doing that. The opinions seem to be very strong on each side when it comes to Tesla, okay? But I did what I had to do, okay? Now, why is the stock up huge after hours? Well, Tesla Q2 2019 vehicle production and deliveries just came out on the Tesla website. The company said in the second quarter, we achieved record production of 87,048 vehicles and record deliveries of approximately 95,200 vehicles. In addition, we made significant progress streamlining our global logistic and delivery operations at higher volumes, enabling cost efficiencies and improvements to our working capital position. So now, just reading that small little paragraph, guys, there are three pieces of huge, very bullish news, okay? The first was obviously the production numbers of 87,000 and the delivery numbers of 95,000. That is great news off the bat, okay? That's the first piece of phenomenal news, okay? The second piece of phenomenal news, if you're a Tesla long, is they talk about enabling cost efficiencies. This is very important for Tesla to achieve profitability, not only in the short term, but on a longer term basis. The company just has to get more efficient in relation to building vehicles, delivering vehicles, everything across the board, okay? Tesla's starting to do big, massive revenue numbers, okay? They're starting to do crazy revenue numbers, but the company eventually has to get to a place where they're actually making money on the bottom line, so they don't have to just like keep raising capital all the time, okay? And if we look at, something like enabling cost efficiencies, that's phenomenal news. And the third thing is they talk about improvements to our working capital position. That's phenomenal news from a balance sheet perspective. So many of the bears that said, oh my gosh, Tesla's gonna go bankrupt, blah, blah, blah. They can't ever make a profit for the company. And not only that, look at their balance sheet. They took on more debt and they only have so much cash on the balance sheet and things like that, okay? So much negativity in relation to the balance sheet. And when you hear something like they're fixing their working capital position, that is phenomenal news. So three great pieces of news for Tesla longs, all in a very small paragraph, okay? If we look at the numbers more into depth here, we're gonna see Model S and Model X, those are our higher priced vehicles, right? The car and the SUV. Production came in at around 14,517 for those, and deliveries for those came in at around 17,650. And if we look at the Model 3, the car that's really driving the business, okay, no pun intended, production for that came in at 72,531 units, and deliveries came in at 77,550. So some absolutely huge numbers from the Model 3. And by the way, Model S and Model X are still holding up very well. Those are still two of the best selling electric vehicles in all of the world. And keep in mind, those are very expensive vehicles, the Model S and Model X, okay? Now, so for total numbers, 87,048 as far as production and 95,200 in terms of deliveries for the quarter. So now they're getting to a place where they're getting close to like 100,000 plus vehicles delivered in a quarter, okay? So these numbers are starting to get really big, not just for Tesla, but for any auto manufacturer out there. These numbers are getting really high. And then when you keep in mind all they produce is electric vehicles, my goodness, guys, these numbers are crazy. And then on top of that, and keep in mind the Model 3, for instance, a lot of places in the world, you still can't even order the vehicle. And then if you do order the vehicle, it takes a long time to get it, okay? So needless to say, these numbers are starting to get very big and very exciting. Tesla said orders generated during the quarter exceeded our deliveries. That is more good news, okay? You always want to see more orders than what you can basically deliver in a particular quarter. So that's great news. Thus, we are entering Q3 with an increase in our order backlog. More phenomenal news there. We believe we are well positioned to continue growing total production and deliveries in Q3. Another very small paragraph there, but some phenomenal news. The fact that the company orders are exceeding what delivery numbers are, that is phenomenal news. And then obviously that last sentence there, we believe we are well positioned to continue growing total production and deliveries in Q3. So anybody that's going to say, oh, demand's just going to drop through the floor in this upcoming quarter, how can you say that when the company's saying that's not going to happen? Okay, very positive news there. Now here Tesla says our net income and cash flow results will be announced along with the rest of the financial performance when we announce Q2 earnings. By the way, I think those will probably be out in roughly like 3 or 4 weeks. Look for those earnings. And as always, we'll cover those on the channel. Our delivery count should be viewed as slightly conservative as we only count a car as delivered if it is transferred to the customer and all paperwork is correct. And I think honestly that's the best way to like count a delivery number. Like do it the official way like Tesla does it. It's phenomenal. Tesla says we count a produced but undelivered vehicle to be in transit if the related customer has placed an order or paid the full purchase price for such vehicle. Final numbers could vary by up to 0.5% or more. Tesla vehicle deliveries represent only one measure of the company's financial performance and should not be relied on as an indicator of quarterly financial results, which depend on a variety of factors, including the cost of sales, foreign exchange movements, and a mix of directly leased vehicles, which could pretty much be said for every company out there, okay? And here we are with Tesla coming out with these amazing results, okay? And production numbers, delivery numbers, blowing away what even a lot of us bulls thought they would do, okay? And this just shows you how much the media and how much these analysts can get the answer to the question wrong, okay? I've made fun of these people so many times in the past. Even a few weeks ago when Goldman Sachs was like, oh, Tesla's going to $158, they have demand problems, there's no demand for Teslas and blah, blah, blah. And we heard that from person after person on Wall Street. Tesla has no demand, they have demand issues. Tesla stock plunges as delivery drop deepens, demand concerns. And we just heard this time and time again. And then you get these numbers Tesla posts and everybody says, whoa, even if you're bearish on the stock, you have to look at these numbers and like, oh my goodness, these numbers are starting to get crazy, okay? And let's keep in mind two very important things that are coming over the next year, okay? The Tesla Shanghai factory is only about 3 to 6 months away from starting production. And that's just gonna be a huge thing for the company. When that Tesla Shanghai factory opens, it's gonna be a massive game changer for Tesla, in my opinion, in terms of the amount of orders for Tesla, especially in relation to the Model 3 and how profitably the company will be able to produce those cars out of China. Like that is just a game changer for Tesla, okay? Just keep in mind, a lot of folks that probably live in China aren't even ordering the cars right now because they know 3 to 6 months they can order it from the Shanghai factory and it's gonna be $5,000 less, $10,000 less. Big difference in price. So that's phenomenal news for Tesla in China. And once again, it's only 3 to 6 months away. And then you have Tesla Model Y, which should go into some production within the next 9 to 12 months. And you look at those two factors and you're like, what are these Tesla numbers going to be in 2020? Because you're looking at 2019 numbers that are going to be very strong. Like we'll have to see where obviously it all shakes out. Tesla could produce somewhere around 400,000, maybe even more than 400,000 vehicles this year. Imagine what they can do in 2020 when the company is up to full production in the Shanghai Gigafactory in China and the company is producing Model Y. Imagine the type of numbers that are going to be put up in 2020, guys. So needless to say, the short sellers have a lot to be worried about right now. And the Tesla longs that we have believed in the company and we've believed that there is a lot of demand for Teslas. Like every day I drive around and every day I'm seeing more and more Teslas on the road. Like sometimes I think these Wall Street folks need to get out of their office once in a while and just go like look around the real world. Like you're seeing more and more Tesla cars out there each day. Each Tesla car that gets out there, they get told to friends and family, hey, come check this out. It's such a great car. And then those folks go and buy it and it's like a repetitive cycle that produces more and more orders, more and more deliveries and things like that. And so the numbers just get bigger and bigger. Now imagine when the Chinese factory is going to be up and running, guys. So needless to say, from a Tesla long perspective, it's even better than I thought here in the short term. I didn't know they were going to hit these type of numbers. I thought numbers were going to be good. I thought demand was going to be good. This is more like great. Demand is great. Production is great right now for Tesla. So very thrilled. And anybody that's saying, oh, demand's going to drop off next quarter, it doesn't really look like it when the company's saying things like order backlogs increasing and things like that, guys. So needless to say, make sure you smash the thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video and let me know your opinion down there in that comment section as always. Thank you for watching and have a great day.